did uncover a memory. Well, I uncovered a time span. So it consisted of some memories, pleasant memories, but also disturbing things. And I've been dealing with that. And in dealing with it, I've found myself I find myself again in the position of disconnecting from people and things. And maybe it's not the right thing to do. Maybe that's not how I'm supposed to do things, but that's how I guess process things. Creating chaos by re-entering that sacred space that contains all those memories. I'm not trying to stir things up because I can't leave well enough alone. Now, while two things can be true, because I really don't know how to leave well enough alone, that's not the case for this. In this case, I feel like I owe it to myself to kind of see what affected me so greatly. I don't want to cross any boundaries. I don't want to disrespect anything at all. I'm not asking you to do it with me. I support your decision, whatever it is. But for me, I gotta go stare into the abyss that I created for a while, or the abyss that surrounds me. I gotta go see what's going on, and yeah, I'm aware that it can swallow me whole and have me go completely crazy, but I think it's a little bit too late to say I'm not crazy. So, I mean, why not add a little bit more spice to that? I found great things, actually, and I found some things that weren't so bad. Yeah, I also found some happiness, and I'm glad that I opened that door. And then I found some things that just has me like, I probably should have kept that door closed. So I know that I've been late with my video, but I promised that I was doing something productive. Well, at least for me. I had made a video a few weeks ago where I was talking about me dissociating from life itself, and some memories that I can't tell you what they are because it's like a blank period in my life. And you know, I received some feedback from people, and they were all mixed reviews. Some were like, no, I'm cool on that. I am not re-entering that world. And then there was another person that was like, I tried re-entering that world and I can't handle it. Then there were some that said, I am going to re-enter this world, you know, I'm going to deal with it. And I respect everyone's decision collectively. Honestly, I do. I am not asking you to I'm not asking you to come undone. You know, who wants to deal with that? But the answer is, I do. I want to deal with the things that goes bump in the night for myself. I'm not asking you to dive into a world that you are better off without, probably. But the thing about my world is I don't know how to leave well enough alone, and I feel like I've garnered enough strength to handle it, and I'm aware that some probably won't be pleasant, and you know, but I have to face it because it is me and it is mine, and that's what I want to do. So that's what I've been up to. I've been diving into some things. I've uncovered something that's actually very pleasant, and I like that I now remember that. But then there's something that I also uncovered that is not flattering at all, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? But I'm not mad at it because I braced for it. Please understand that when it comes to dissociation, there's nothing wrong with however you choose to proceed. Okay, you don't have to dive back into that world because a girl on YouTube said she wants to do it. Now, should you dive into it and you find out that no, you made a mistake, I'm sorry, and I probably shouldn't have put that idea in your head. And I just want to let you know that that wasn't my intention to hurt you or re-traumatize you or anything of that nature. But for my own reasons and documentation, I want to do this. Sometimes I get lost in it. The thing that I've noticed so far about me reopening old wounds, re-entering that space in my life where things are blank and I can't really recall them properly, is that it's a little bit terrifying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a little bit riveting too, because I'm just like, I can really do this. What I'd like to say about this is, in the event that a professional is better for you to I guess, view your old scars, go for it. Honestly, me personally, it's a little bit too naked for me to share with anyone. For me, I don't want to do real time with someone else beside me. I want to do it alone and process it in a way that makes sense to me, and then I decide how to, I guess, proceed going forward. So of course not. I'm not asking you to do it the way that I do, but it's a little bit too raw and too unfiltered. Now, will I come here and state the things that I have uncovered? Maybe not the graphic parts, maybe there will be things that I just want to keep to myself, but I can share the parts regarding how they made me feel, or just the parts that I don't know how to process fully. I know people share their personal lives online all the time, and I don't really want to do that. I still want to keep some things for myself, but the purpose of my documentations here visually is for those of us who we don't have the luxury of a therapist, we don't have the luxury of a professional, we don't even know what's going on, to be honest, but we know that there is something, like, I don't know, how do you understand when it's a very weird feeling when there's this emptiness or this thing that keeps gnawing at you, and you can't really explain it to people, but it's this huge gap of your life, and I couldn't let it go. I've tried to put it behind me. I've always been great at suppressing things, actually. I'm great at just forgetting anything I want to. But the thing about it is, I don't know if I suppressed it or if my brain decided that this was too much for you, so I'm just going to block it all together. Either way, it's my mess, and I have to deal with that. So sure, I could go seek a therapist, I could go, be in a professional setting, but I don't want to do that. The choice is mine, but I don't want to do that. I'm not forcing you to stay here or be triggered by anything that I have to say. But I am hoping that if you are anything like me and you just want to deal with your shit on your own time, in your own way, then here's a girl on YouTube who decided to document it and put it out there, just so you don't feel so alone or crazy. But then again, I am known to be crazy, so I don't know if I'm the best. I don't know if I'm the best person for that, but I do view myself as the best person for that. So, I mean, take it or leave it. It doesn't really matter. So that's what I've been up to. That's what my first 2 months of 2026 has entailed. It has been me dealing with things that are, I guess, me dealing with my shit on my own terms, and trying to be open enough to give it to you in the event that you might need reference for dealing with your shit too. If you choose to deal with your shit too. I mean, it's completely fine if you choose to just pretend like it's fine. So, yeah, there is that. I hope it helps in the event that that's a path you are taking. But if not, just know that it's okay too. But as I said, there were pleasant memories fond memories that I'm just like, whoa, I can remember that. Like it's almost like you can reach out and touch it. I don't know the best way how to explain dealing with revisiting certain memories, but it's like sitting in front of a projector watching old movies that only you have access to. You know, they're in your personal archives and you don't require an audience. It's just you. And it makes you smile, it makes you sad, and it makes you angry, and it probably will make you cry. But you're not doing it to hurt yourself, you're just doing it to know that I wasn't tripping. I did go through that, or I did experience that, or I did see that, and just know that it doesn't make you any better or any less of a person. It's just something that's so private that you wanted to revisit it. And it's not even that you're satisfying nostalgia. No, you just, I guess I'll talk for myself. I wanted to see what was up with me. So based on what I found so far, I am slowly processing some of them. Honestly, I don't know when I will tap back in to see the rest, because, you know, sometimes you come a little bit undone. You gotta take a moment to sit your ass down and just really take it in. So that's what I'm doing. So I do apologize for my very late video, but I don't know, sometimes I lose track of time. Please remember that you're supposed to live, okay? The entire purpose of this is for us to live. And living needs to be intentional for you going forward. You should want to live, and you should treat yourself well, and you should take as much time as you need. And with that being said, I want to discuss something. There was a chapter that was closed, and if I could be honest, I didn't wish to have that chapter closed. You know what? I'll try not to make this long, so I'll cut it here, and then I'll continue, but I'll just put it in the next video. I know we're not because I want to be like, oh, here's part 2, here's it. But I understand that attention spans are quite short nowadays, and you might be busy, so I don't want to just be over here yapping. So I'm gonna cut this one here and then just continue talking, obviously, but just upload it separately.